Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I have a video that I've been waiting to make for a long time. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to put this out. I'm excited to finally bring this to you guys. So today I'm going to be giving you guys 20 new effect presets. So what this is I've taken a bunch of effects in Premiere, I've changed them around, I've created my own little new effects. So I'd say half of these would be unique looks that I've kind of just messed around with and created that I think look really cool. The other half of these are just quick little effect presets that are going to make your editing way faster. So for me personally, it takes me hours and hours to do my editing for my client work. These have actually helped me a lot myself, just because there's something I can throw in. A lot of these are featured in the music videos that I put out, or the music videos that you're going to see I am putting out. So these are definitely really cool, and I definitely recommend you check these out. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys a full tutorial on how to use this. It's actually very easy. The file also comes with a README, so you guys can check that out. So let me just take you on a step-by-step tour of how you can get this and how you can use this. So the very first thing you guys are going to want to do is go down to the description below and click on the link to my website. It's here right now, Media Monopoly. It's going to take you to the Creator Gear section. It's going to direct you right to the product. If you guys want, you can also browse around. I have so many free packs, and that's one thing I want to say. My free stuff isn't going away. I'm pricing this at $9.99, so $10, just because this is more of like a personal thing for me. It took more work for me to do, and I think that this thing is actually very, very useful compared to anything else that I put out before. But I'm still going to be giving you guys free packs as usual. I'm still going to be putting out free tutorials. All my stuff is free because I want to give back to you, and any of the money I make from you guys getting this is actually supporting the channel. It's supporting me. It's helping me be able to get new stuff to review for you guys. It's helping me be able to continue doing this, creating content that you guys enjoy. And once you do download it, just fill out all the information. It's going to send you a download link to your email, whatever email you put in. Go to your email, download that file. All you have to do is unzip that file. So once you unzip the file, just go to wherever you saved it. So right here, it's just going to look like this, Max Novak Effect Plugins. Double click on that, and this is all the presets that are provided. So 20 presets, as well as notepad information on how to do it. I'm also going to show you in this video, so you guys can use this video as a reference. It's actually very, very simple. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to go down the line. I'm going to show you these effects. Okay, so we got some base footage down just to use as an example for these effects. So the first thing you do, once you have that all downloaded, all complete, you're just going to click on this arrow right here and then go over to effects. Right here where it says presets, just right click that and click import presets. Now you just need to find wherever you save that folder. Once you find that, just click on the folder, click OK. You can open all the presets open, then just drop these little drop down arrows, or you could even search my name, Max Novak, and it's going to show you this whole pack right here. All very simple. So anytime you need to look it up, you can just look up my name, or you can look up the name of the certain effect just to keep it all organized. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you these effects going from the first to the last. So the very first thing I'm going to show you guys is this butterfly effect text. So I actually made a whole tutorial on how to do this if you want to do it from scratch. If not, I think that's actually kind of lengthy tutorial just to do kind of a simple text effect. I made this preset just so you guys can do that quick, easy, fast. It gives you a cool little effect for your text, as well as if you play around with it, you can make it apply to your video also. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in some text just to show you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to make my text right here. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to name it new presets. I'm also going to change around the font just to make that look cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that text, throw that over our footage like that, and then we're going to go down here to effects, and we're going to apply the butterfly effect text effects. Now I'm just going to show you what it looks like. As you can see, it looks really, really cool. It creates this kind of like butterfly effect music video text that that Brother did at the very beginning, where it's kind of like warped, it's kind of like liquefied. It does this nice blur in stuff, and it's all just a preset, so you just drag and drop that on your footage. It looks really good. So the next thing that I want to show you guys is this 3D spin effect. So this thing I think works really well with text, as well as if you're kind of doing a product, or if you just want to add some more motion into your scene. So go ahead and take that 3D spin, throw it on there. I already did all the keyframing for you. It looks pretty cool, and it spins perfectly. You can do that for any of your clips, and then at the very end it'll go back to normal. So that one's pretty simple. Next one we're going to do, this one is one of my favorite. I use this so much, so we're going to use it on this clip. So the very first thing you need to do for this is actually one of the instructions that are applied in that README, because this is one where you need to do one thing before you apply the effect. So what we're going to do is hold down Alt on our keyboard, drag this clip up, and then we're going to take this effect. It's called Max Novak Blood Drip. Apply that onto our duplicated clip, which is on top. So what that is doing is it's actually taking the clip and it's turning it into this weird like liquefied blood drip. And the coolest thing about this effect is that you can actually see the reflection of the bottom clip in this. So for this, it doesn't look as good. So I'm going to try and do it on that beginning clip just to maybe make it look a little bit better. So let's add that blood drip effect. And you can see I keyframed it to start from the top. It does this weird like liquefied look, and you can see the reflections of everything that is under here in here. So if there's something moving by, you'll be able to see that reflection in the blood drip, which I think is awesome. So this is another cool effect which requires one little step before. This is called the broken VHS bar effect. I'm going to take the Alt key, I'm going to duplicate this again. I'm going to take broken VHS bar and drag it on here, and then we're going to go back, and what this is creating is it's creating this bar right here where it looks like it's kind of like broken VHS tape where it's like going down the screen, and this also creates this kind of like reflection, and this is just really useful if you're trying to create that broken VHS kind of vibe. I also have another effect which I'm going to jump down and show you right now. This is just the straight VHS look. So there's so many videos on YouTube showing you how to make the VHS look, what's the best VHS look. It's like a huge part of editing. Now all you have to do is take this one effect and just drop it on your clip. It makes it simple. So let me just show you what that looks like. So I added it on. It creates this nice noise, as well as it creates kind of like that blue hue. And now it looks like it's actual VHS tape. So let me just show you on this clip. Applies some channel blurring. You can see there's a little bit of blue. You can see there's a little bit of that blue RGB displacement, but it doesn't look too artificial. It looks like it's actually VHS in my opinion. I think it's probably my favorite VHS look. And like I said, you don't have to go and do all those steps. You don't have to duplicate, add that arithmetic effect. You just drag and drop this preset. You can also double that with that broken VHS bar to create that cool VHS distortion look, just like that. So this is just creating a nice simple little bump effect. It's actually very nice. All you have to do is just take that, drag it onto your clip, and it's just going to add it halfway through. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll play that, and you're going to see the clip just kind of move towards you. So it makes it look like it's it's inspired from that bass effect on the beat, except it's just one little thing you have to do. It's saving you so much time, so much work. All the keyframe animations, it's all done by me, and you just have to drag and drop it onto your clip. Now, one other little thing is if you want to add that into a specific part, you could actually just make a cut somewhere. I can apply that onto here, and it's gonna do the bump in the very middle. So I'll show you for this. Bumps up like that. Okay, so this is another one that saves a lot of time. This is just the Cinema Bars preset. There's a lot of people out there that are actually trying to There's a lot of people out there that try and give you an overlay or tell you to crop it. Instead of having to do that every time, just drag this effect on there. It already adds it how I like it, kind of like the skinnier bars. If you really wanted to change it, you could always go to your effect controls. You can change it to maybe 8%. That's what I do for some of my other stuff, and you could actually save that as a preset. It's just something simple. Obviously, it's not this isn't one of the more complicated effects, but like I said, I might as well include it. Okay, so here's another one that's very quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little cut at the beginning here, and I'm going to add this. This is the crop opening transition. So if I go back, and I show you, it's going to start where it's black and it's going to open up like that. And depending on where you make the cut, it's going to be either faster or slower. You can always change this in the effect controls. Just a nice little beginning transition for you guys for your music videos or for anything. Alright, so this is another really cool one. This is the one I call fake pixel sorting. It's kind of like a glitch effect, except what this is doing is it kind of like looks like it's moving the pixels. It looks like it's the pixel sorting plugin that I've already made a video for, except it's all built into Premiere and it's all in this preset. So like I said right here, it kind of mashes the pixels, and if I play it, you'll see it looks like that. I keyframed it to kind of make it warping in and out. So I hope you guys enjoyed that effect. Next, this is probably one of my favorite out of the entire pack. This is my improved ghost effect. So the ghost effect that is added in Premiere I think is really bad. It kind of brightens the footage too much. What I did was I messed around with the effect controls. I messed around with the lumetri color of everything. I tried to make this a better ghost effect. I also added a little bit of tinting. Let me play that for you guys. I think that looks a lot better. If you guys have footage of people moving, it's going to look a lot better, and in all, I think it's just a really good ghost effect. So if you add it to the text, it kind of gives it this purple little channel blurring, and that's all included, and it kind of makes it see-through, which I think is really cool. So this ghost effect is definitely one of the favorite things that I've created. Alright, so now we're going to get into these transitions. So I gave you guys 2 transitions. They're very simple to use. All you have to do is this. So find wherever you'd like to transition. So I have this clip right here. I'd like to transition into this clip. So go in the very between where these 2 clips are split. So right here. And now all you have to do is hold down your shift key and then click the left arrow key twice. So what that is doing is that's moving you over 10 frames to the left. Every time you hold shift and click the arrow, that's 5 frames. So we do it twice, that's 10. So we're going to make a cut here. Control K. Okay. So now hold down shift again. So now hold down shift again and click the right arrow key twice to the right. So 1, 2, and then do it twice more. 1, 2. So now we went back to the middle and then we jumped to the right, and then we're going to make a cut here. So now if I zoom out, you guys can see what we're doing. What we have is this is our clip, and then we just have two little clip cuts right here. Just select both of those and then nest them like this. So now you have a nested clip where you can apply this transition effect. All you have to do now is come over here. I'm giving you guys two transitions. I'm also going to be making a transition pack in the future, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you guys are subscribed. This one is the Purple Haze spin transition. So apply that, and this is what it's going to look like. So let me just kind of break down what's going on. This is what it looks like in full speed. It looks pretty dope. And if I just drag it a little bit, you're seeing that it's a mixture of lens distortion, a lot of messing around with the transformation and making sure everything fits well. There's some channel blurring in there just to add that like purple haze that I was talking about, and then it all comes back in and it pops back into place. So it's a really cool spin transition. It's something that is unique that I've created. I hope you guys enjoy that one. There's also a lot of things you can add on to this, but I'm going to talk about a little bit later. So make sure you guys keep watching, because the coolest thing about this effect pack, which I think is the most exciting part about this and why I think this thing has value, is that you can actually combine all these effects and create your own effects which are unique. So you can actually take these presets, mix them together, and make some really cool stuff. So I'm going to show you that in a little bit, but let me just keep going down the line. So that was the spin. I'm going to show you guys the zoom now. Take that, just drag that onto the clip using the same steps that I talked about before. And it's just a nice simple lens distortion zoom. So I like the lens distortions in my transitions. You can see it here, and then it just comes in, pops out. Very simple, a nice zoom, nothing too crazy, but it still has that nice lens distortion that I like. Alright, this is another one that I think is very useful. This is one that is just also one of those time savers, but it might be one that you actually haven't used before. This is called the Trippy Hue Cycle. So just take that. All you have to do is take that, drag it onto your clip, and what this is going to do is it's just going to cycle through a bunch of different hues, just like this. As you can see, it's going from blue to green to dark blue to purple to red, and it's just going to cycle through all those hues. Gives it that nice like trippy little vibe. Like I said, if you want that to be a quicker little hue cycle, just make a cut and then drag that on here, and I'll show you what that looks like. So that looks pretty cool. Alright, so this is another really nice one. So this one kind of builds off of that blood drip, but this one is a liquefied drip. So same as the blood drip, hold down Alt, drag up, and then just take it. It's called Trippy Liquify. Apply that onto here, and what that is doing is it's making this kind of like liquefied overlay, and you can see that you have that reflection in the overlay, which is something that I really like. You can see the reflection here, and if I play that, it just looks really cool. I used it in that last music video I posted on my channel. I'm going to link that in the description down below if you guys would like to see how I use this in a music video. Next, I'm going to show you guys two very, very simple things that are actually going to just save you a lot of time. This one is turn red and turn blue. So just drag it onto your clip, and it's just going to make it turn blue, obviously. Or if you'd like to make... So it's something that's just animating your Lumetri color to actually just give you a quick little look. So if you have a horror film, you just want it to turn red quickly, just drag and drop that effect, and there you go. It turns red, it drops the shadows, it creates that nice red look. Alright guys, for this next clip, I'm actually going to bring in an actual clip of some people just to show it to you better. So what this effect does is it's actually called the Lamborghini High Invert effect. So what I did was I took the regular Adobe Premiere Invert, changed it up a lot, as well as changed a lot of the Lumetri color going along with it to create this unique look. And this really reminded me of that Lamborghini High music video, so I named it Lamborghini High Invert. It looks really dope. It's something you can add in. It really just changes the skin tones to like that straight like alien blue. I think it looks really cool. It also brings out the pinks a lot. So it's really just like a straight like alien blue and pink look without making too much crazy like inverting distortion. So that's a really cool one. So the last three effects, this is something that I'm actually really excited to do because this helps you create your own little effects. So what this does is it's taking the RGB split, which is talked about in so many tutorials, and it just simplifies it, as well as you can use this to add on to your other effects. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So to use this, you have three effects. You have your bottom, you have your top, and your middle. We're going to duplicate this twice. So hold down Alt on your keyboard, just drag up twice. So now we have three exact copies, and all we have to do is just take this clip. So this one says bottom blue, so just take that, put it on the bottom. This one says middle green. Take that, put it on the middle, and then this one says top red. Take that, and put it on the top. So now this is RGB split, so we just need to move the footage around to actually see that split. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to zoom in, We're just going to move this over one frame, so I'll just click the right arrow key once. I'll just move this back like that, click the right arrow key once, move that back, and then this is what we have. So we have this cool like little ghosting kind of, we have this cool like kind of RGB ghosting thing going on. If I zoom in, it'll show you guys a little bit better of what I'm talking about. And that is what I think is really, and I think that looks really good. It looks really cool if there's a lot of motion. It's that easy RGB split in literally like 4 clicks. So you don't have to go in, you don't have to do all the work. It's just something that's really going to save you time. And this is what I'm talking about with mixing the effects. So let's go in here, let's add one of those transitions back in. So for example, I'm going to add that spin. So we have our spin effect right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that RGB split that I was just talking about. So hold down Alt, drag it up twice. Now instead of just having a spin effect, you have an RGB spin effect, and it has all that cool stuff. It looks really dope. So just go in, take your bottom blue, drag it here, middle green, top red. Now go back to the middle, move over one frame, move it. Move over one frame, move it, and it's just really that quick. If you guys really wanted to, you could even cut off these edges, but I think it kind of looks cool because it just like flashes in the color. So here's what we have, and there's that RGB spin. So I'll show it to you in slow motion, just like that. So you can really create RGB spin transitions just in a matter of seconds. You can make RGB anything just in a matter of seconds. And if you guys really want to get creative, you can just combine these preset effects just to make new stuff that you think is your own, and it looks really cool. So for example, what I could do is I could even nest all of these 3. So now I have a nested clip with that RGB spin, and I could even add a little bit of a ghost effect and maybe create something that's even more like unique, something that looks even crazier. So you can mess around with any of this, you can combine the presets. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also go follow me on Twitter, the link is down in the description below. I'm going to be trying to give away a few of these packs for free. But anyways guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.